Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Selamat pagi. How are you today? So today I'm a MC for the Global Business Network Conference, and I would like to inform you that today we have six company from Kyrgyzstan, and the first company is from the education sector that will present by Miss Shinira Adam Kurova. And without delay, we would like to invite Miss Shinira Adam Kurova for the presentation around 50 minutes. So please, Miss Shinra, I pass to you for your presentation today.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, but I can speak in Russian because it is not so easy to speak in English. My first language is French language. Я бы хотела рассказать о системе высшего образования Кыргызстана. Будет, да, перевод? If you have some translator? No? So, I try to speak in English. I would like to present some few words about our higher education system. In our country, Kyrgyzstan, we have three levels of education system. It's a bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD degree. Bachelor degree we started in 2012 by the law of the Ministry of Education. Before we had some systems like the Soviet system, 5 years or 5 years longer. It says its name is specialist during 5 years. And since 2012, we started the bachelor degree and master degree. And last year, 2020, by the law of our parliament, we started the new level of higher education system. It's a PhD.
Окей. Чинар Усенбековна, здравствуйте. Меня только подключили просто, извиняюсь, это Арсен.
Окей, тогда вы будете переводить, да?
Да, у вас английский очень хороший.
Нет, я затрудняюсь иногда какие-то слова сказать, поэтому лучше будете переводить.
Хорошо.
Я рассказываю о системе высшего образования Кыргызстана, что начиная с 2012 года мы со специалиста перешли на двухуровневый бакалавр и магистр. Вы будете переводить?
Да, hello, good day everyone. I will be translating for Miss Chinara here. Sorry, you switched me on today. Чинар Усенбеков, короткими абзацами, да, пожалуйста, сейчас. Я тоже записываю ваше и буду параллельно стараться и переводить. Спасибо.
Я начала рассказывать уже о системе высшего образования в Кыргызстане, что после развала Советского Союза мы имели постсоветскую программу пятилетнюю, готовили специалистов в течение 5 лет. И начиная с 2012 года была введена система двухуровневая, бакалавр и магистр.
Miss Chinara was speaking about our education system in Kyrgyzstan, that before in post-Soviet times we had a five-year degree system, but starting from 2012 we switched on to bachelor system, from bachelor and master degree system.
И начиная с 2020 года во всех вузах Кыргызстана сейчас стартовали программы PhD, программа подготовки докторов наук.
And starting from 2020, in all our universities, we started to have a PhD program also.
PhD-программы по условиям нашего законодательства обязательно должна быть стажировка в международном университете за границей и обязательно должен быть второй руководитель из заграничного университета.
According to our legislation, if you would like to apply for a PhD program, there are certain requirements for that, as you got to have an internship somewhere in international university and have a second supervisor, a second foreign supervisor. Вот так.
И для нас было бы интересно сотрудничество с малазийскими университетами именно для прохождения стажировок и для наличия второго руководителя, международного руководителя из университетов Малайзии.
And from our side, we are really interested that Malaysia can provide us quotas for internship and act as a second foreign supervisor for our PhD students.
Также хотела бы сказать несколько слов о статистике. Всего у нас 73 университета, из них 33 государственных и 40 негосударственных.
Speaking of our education system, overall we have 73 universities in Kyrgyzstan. 33 are them governmental and 40 are non-governmental private.
Общий контингент студентов составляет 219 тысяч студентов.
With 219,000 students.
Из них 12% учатся на бюджетной основе, то есть бесплатно, и 88% это на контрактной основе, то есть оплачивают контракт.
12% are studying on a budget program for free, and 88% are on contract basis.
Также, пользуясь случаем, я хотела бы поблагодарить Малазийский фонд НАМА, который предоставляет стипендии самым лучшим студентам, но, к сожалению, в связи с пандемией последние 2 года этот фонд перестал работать.
Also, I would like to thank the Malaysian fund NAMA, which was helping our students. But unfortunately, for the last 2 years, as I know that the foundation is not working.
Я надеюсь, что благодаря этому событию, возможно, будет какая-то вероятность, что этот фонд заработает снова.
And I hope this NAMA Foundation will sometime in the future will start working again.
В наших университетах обучается 70 тысяч иностранных студентов. Из них 50 тысяч – это страны СНГ и 20 тысяч – страны дальнего зарубежья.
In Kyrgyzstan, we have 70,000 foreign students that are studying in our universities. 50,000 of them are from the CIS countries, neighboring, and 20,000 are foreign and international.
Небольшая часть университетов, где-то около 15 университетов, имеет обучение на английском языке, и мы были бы рады, если бы студенты из Малайзии приезжали бы к нам учиться.
We have some 15 universities that has their education program in English, and we will be really glad if Malaysian students would also come to Kyrgyzstan and for studying.
Потому что обмен студентами – это не только процесс обучения, это процесс познания другой культуры, другого языка, другой системы обучения, обучение толерантности и воспринимать другую нацию.
because the students exchange program is not only for education, but it's for personal experience to know another nation's culture, the tolerance, and be more that to have a widely educated from another nation. That.
Обучение в наших университетах проводится согласно государственным образовательным стандартам, которые утверждаются Министерством образования.
Our education system is fully legislated by our Ministry of Education.
И эти стандарты разрабатываются специальными организациями, но утверждаются Министерством образования.
And these educational standards are developed by foreign organizations, but is approved by Ministry of Education.
Прежние стандарты обучения, они жестко прописывали все дисциплины, и все вузы должны были соответствовать этим стандартам. А начиная с прошлого года новое поколение стандартов, которое дает большую академическую свободу, и там уже не прописаны дисциплины, а прописываются только результаты обучения, что должен знать выпускник программы. А уже как к этим результатам обучения придет университет, каждый вуз сам определяет.
Previously, our educational standards were really strict, but nowadays, our universities give this academic freedom because so the students will not only be educational discipline, but the university also chooses for the students on how he's going to finish this university and what he's going to do in the future.
И еще нововведение у нас была введена независимая аккредитация. Раньше аккредитацией, то есть лицензирование и аттестация занималось только Министерство образования. Сейчас функцию аккредитации вузов передали независимым аккредитационным агентствам.
Also, we have a new innovation that accreditation, да? The accreditation for university is given by independent accreditation organizations.
И когда передали независимым аккредитационным агентствам, это, в общем-то, подстегнуло университеты улучшить качество, потому что независимое аккредитационное агентство, у них требования совершенно другие, и если вуз не пройдет независимую аккредитацию, он не имеет права выдавать диплом.
Квоты не имеет права выдавать?
Диплом. Вот он может обучать, а диплом уже не имеет права давать, если он не пройдет аккредитацию.
And if the university does not pass this accreditation, it has no rights to issue diplomas and degrees.
И начиная тоже с последнего года Министерство образования при помощи независимого агентства стал составляться рейтинг университетов.
And for the last years, our Ministry of Education has started to make a rating of these universities.
А рейтинг университета позволяет абитуриентам и родителям абитуриентам найти информацию по уровню образования университета, потому что каждый университет говорит, у меня самая лучшая программа, у меня самый лучший университет, но это может быть не соответствовать истине, а благодаря вот этому рейтингу каждый абитуриент и родители абитуриентов могут посмотреть на самом деле, как котируется этот университет на рынке образовательных услуг.
And because of this rating, the alumni can find the university and find which university suits them well, because uh, most of the university will say that they are the best in this, but thanks to this rating, the alumni will have a chance to really to choose the best.
Ну и, наверное, во всех странах мира возникла проблема в системе образования в связи с пандемией. Мы все вынуждены были перейти на дистанционное обучение, хотя до этого очень много лет говорили, что надо использовать дистанционное обучение, но никак не переходили. Но и, наверное, благодаря этой пандемии все вынуждены были перейти на дистанционное обучение.
And I know that in many countries, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, many universities and schools had to switch to the online studying system. Before we spoke lots of this distant educational system, but I think because of this pandemic, we had a chance to try what it is like to study online.
И благодаря именно пандемии все вузы сейчас централизованно принимают абитуриентов через платформу Министерства образования. У каждого абитуриента появилась возможность подавать документы онлайн, не надо приезжать в университет. Если он живет в регионе, не надо ехать в город, он может дома со своего компьютера зарегистрироваться и поступать в любой университет, который он хочет.
And because of this pandemic now, our students have a chance to apply online if they want to study in some university, even though if they are living in the regions far from the capital, they don't need to come to the city. They just can submit an application online for the university, and it makes this procedure is made much easier.
All right.
И последнее, что я хотела сказать, что система образования сейчас нацелена на создание и развитие национальных квалификационных рамок, чтобы те специальности, которые готовятся в вузах, они соответствовали профессиональным стандартам, которые будут работать на предприятиях государственных учреждений.
And for concluding my speech, I want to talk about our system that is aimed for that is aimed for the universities are aimed to graduate qualified specialists that in the future can change or can choose their sphere of work.
Thank you very much for Ms. Chindra. I just want a question. What is the intermediate language in Kyrgyzstan University language? Is it a Russian language?
In our university, we use the Russian language and the Kyrgyz language, and also in some universities we use the English language. But also we have some faculties, it's like the Francophone faculties and the Deutsch languages.
Oh, then is it have the Russia? A short course for study Russian language? Is it have?
Я не поняла вопроса, что он хочет.
Short course for to study Russian language in Kyrgyzstan University.
Yes, we have some short courses for study Russian language in our country. It is possible.
All right. Thank you. That's very interesting because maybe we can arrange, our students, which very interesting with to learn the Russian language in the Kyrgyzstan. All right. Thank you very much for the Ms. Chindra for your presentation. and thank you very much. And after this, we proceed to the next speaker from the uh, Union of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs. Uh, Without delay, I would like to invite Miss Zumrat Arsma. Is it there? Hmm?
To check my sound. Can you hear me?
How are you, Miss Zumrat?
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Are you? Yes, we hear you. So
Okay, thank you.
I'm without delay. I pass to you.
No, no, I will tell you when you can pass my presentation. It's okay. First of all, I would like to say some introduction.
Yes, we can hear you. We can see your slide.
Okay, can I start?
Yes, can start. We give you about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. And dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm glad to welcome all of you in today's forum, and I'm glad to express my deep respect and gratitude for participating in it. We
Uh,
believe
Miss
that
uh,
such
Miss
events.
Zumrat, please louder. Please speak louder.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, we believe that such events are one of the most effective tools for bringing entrepreneurs from different countries closer together. It's very important for us to develop trade, economic investment, and cooperation with different countries. But first of all, I would like to introduce about our organization and briefly tell about our activities. So we are the Kyrgyz Union of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs. Our union is a national union that unites business communities, companies, enterprises, associations, entrepreneurs from different economic sectors. In our activity, we pay the great attention to development of cooperation with foreign countries. For today, our union has official representative office in China. Next slide, please. In China, in Kazakhstan, Iran, Turkmenistan, and Mongolia. Next one, please. Yes, can you here you can see the countries where we have our representative office. So we cooperate with many other countries in the basis of signed memorandums and agreements of cooperations. Next one, please. So here you can see the permanent partners of our union. And next, please. In addition to the national union, our union has a status as a member of the Eurasian Economic Union Business Council, which includes the national unions of Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus, and Armenia, and as a member of International Congress of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs, which includes 28 countries of the world. Next one. Short about the Business Council. Business Council of Eurasian Economic Union is a permanent coordination and advisory body of the business communities of the member states of the Eurasian Economic Union. Within the framework of the Business Council, activities were also carried out with third countries. Next one. To date, next one. Yes. To date, the Business Council has signed memorandums and agreements with countries such as Iran, Mongolia, China, Bangladesh, Singapore, and others. There is a list of these countries you can see. Next one, please. Short information about the International Congress of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs. It brings business unions of industrialists and entrepreneurs, as well as employees organizations from 28 countries in Europe and Asia, and has the official status with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, the Interparliamentary Assembly of the Member States of the Commonwealth of Independent States, and also formalized the long-term cooperation relations with the Eurasian Economic Commission, with Black Sea Economic Cooperation Organization, with Business Council of Eurasian Economic Union, with BRICS, with International Center for Scientific and Technical Information, with General Confederation of Trade Unions, and with African Union. It's all about International Congress. Next one, please. Yes, and the next one. So here you can see that we have the current projects in which our union is actively working. First one is the modernization of the fish cluster, and the second one, please. And the second one is creating of honey cluster. As you know, these products have great development potential and can be claimed as a status of environmentally product. There are a lot of another projects that we have that we are working on, but I think that it's much more better if we can be discussed separately if who interested in it. So another slides you can pass without my comments. Yes, you can pass. In conclusion, I would like to say that we are interested in close cooperation with such countries as Turkey and Malaysia. I also was in Malaysia and I was in Turkey. Very beautiful countries, very developed cities like Istanbul and Kuala Lumpur. Primarily, our union interested primarily in trade and investment. We are also interested in exchange of experience in the field of technology development, in the agriculture, in industry and innovation. Our union is open for any dialogue and we are ready for any cooperation. So here my speech is over. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please.
All right, thank you very much for Mrs. Zumrat Alsma for the presentations, and I think it's a very good opportunity to collaboration with the Kyrgyz Union Industrialists and Entrepreneurs. Very good. The products, honey, and it's very interesting to know that for detail. And next for our present from the Kyrgyz company is from the tourism sector. I think Mr. Eldar Shebdenov. You ready?
Welcome to sunny Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is a picturesque country known for its hospitality and unique nature. Here you will experience an incredible variety of landscapes, warm and sunny weather, being in touch with the origins of nomadic life and traditions, and bright and memorable impressions. Take a break from the hustle and bustle of the city by visiting our beautiful regions, whose residents are famous for their good nature, openness, and friendliness. our J-Laws will warm every guest and leave them feeling filled with light. They will open stunning horizons and entertain you with ancient legends of the times of the Great Silk Road. Try an exciting hike and enjoy the stunning beauty of the mountains. Here in Kyrgyzstan, you will see some of the highest peaks in the world. Be amazed by the ice-free lakes. Follow our fast mountain rivers. And visit the places where snow leopards roamed. The sun lives here. Legends come to life here. The heart of Central Asia beats here. Kyrgyzstan, so much to discover. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan.
Yes,
So,
welcome, Mr. Eldar Shavdanov. How are you today?
fine, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, that was my video, and this is it for today.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, yeah,
All
but
right.
video was really informative. Yeah.
Very interesting. Then you have a chance 10 to 15 minutes to present to us your products.
Okay, I'll try to be very brief because you're giving me 10-15 minutes. I think the other presentations was longer, so I'll try to be very fast.
Yes.
So, my presentation about tourism in Kyrgyz Republic, just general informations and just some updates, taking into account the coronavirus and our political system, etc. So, general information about our country. So, Kyrgyzstan is a state in Central Asia bordered by Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and China. It's landlocked. More than 3/4 of the territory of Kyrgyzstan is occupied by mountains, sharply continental climate. The capital is Bishkek. The area of territory is around 200,000 kilometers square. Population 6 million. The majority of population is Sunni Muslim. In 1991, after the collapse of Soviet Union, Kyrgyzstan became an independent state. GDP per capita around $1,200. So Kyrgyzstan is the country of visa-free entry for citizens of developed countries. So here you can see the list of 44 countries whose citizens don't need a visa. Of course, I'm not going to read all of them. Just let's read first three. It's Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Vatican, etc. But I want to pay your attention to the next website. Next slide. This the list of 44 countries is the additional to the list of 16 countries whose citizens didn't need a visa to Kyrgyzstan before. So Belarus, Kazakhstan, Russia, Tajikistan, and attention, Turkey and Malaysia. So Turkey and Malaysia. So it was before before these 44 countries. It was the countries with who doesn't need any visa. So some statistic. Please next slide. Number of tourists and share of tourism in GDP. If you see, as you see, every year slowly the number of tourists and share of tourism in GDP was slowly increasing. Of course, it was until 2020 before pandemic. So around in 2019, around 2 million tourists visited Kyrgyzstan. It was around a little bit more than 5% was share of tourism in GDP. So what types of tourism in Kyrgyzstan is developed or fastly or developing? So it's ecotourism, because in Kyrgyzstan there are 88 specially protected natural areas, 10 natural reserves, 13 natural parks, 64 reserves in one biosphere territory. So the next one, beach. In 1998, the Issyk-Kul Biosphere Territory was established, and Issyk-Kul is the largest lake in the Kyrgyz Republic. Since 2001, by decision of UNESCO, the Issyk-Kul Biosphere Territory has been included in the global network of biosphere reserves. The next one, mountaineering, alpinism. Please, next slide. Yeah, there are two mountains ranged in Kyrgyzstan, Pamir and Tian Shan, and some famous mountain tourism and mountaineering destinations are Pobeda Peak, Lenin Peak, and Han Tengri, and others. So the first three peaks are, the altitude is more than 7,000 meters. Hunting tourism. The next slide. And in Kyrgyzstan, it's possible to hunt the following animals of following types of animals: Marco Polo, Siberian ibex, as you see in the picture, wolf, keklik, fox, ular, etc. So historical and cultural tourism. Next slide. So in this picture, you can see the petroglyphs in Cholponata. Cholponata is the touristic city in the north part of Kyrgyzstan. It's a rock paintings of primitive people. Okay, the next one. This is Tamgatash, where Buddhists around the world revered as sacred. It's in Tamga, George. Okay, the next one. And Kyrgyzstan is known as a nomad country with the people who in the past was nomad, but Kyrgyzstan not always been a country of nomads. In 19th century, the empire of Karahanids came to power in this region, and you can see the Burana Tower. It was the capital of Karahanids. It's still there. It's around Tokmak city in Kyrgyzstan. So the next one, please. Rural tourism. So agriculture in Kyrgyzstan is a significant place of the economy. Around half of the people of the total workforce, they work in agriculture in rural places. So that's why rural tourism is a slowly developing type of tourism in our country. Winter tourism. Kyrgyzstan is famous for its ski base in the city. Here you can see the Karakol city, and guests can fully enjoy snow and winter sports, including skiing, snowboarding, and sledding. Okay. So let's talk now about a little bit COVID. So by the end of October, the number of vaccinated citizens in our country was more than 20%. So it's fifth part of population is vaccinated, and every day the number of vaccinated people, of course, increasing. And on the morning of December 7 is very fresh data for yesterday morning. It was 63 new cases of coronavirus infection were detected, and 2 people died. It means that almost no coronavirus in Kyrgyzstan, and Kyrgyzstan is one of the few countries in the world that opened to international tourists during a pandemic. And even now, Kyrgyzstan open to citizens of any country, provided that if they have negative coronavirus tests, or if they have vaccination certificate. Okay, so a little bit about the government plans for tourism. In Kyrgyzstan in 2020, last year, a new president, actually this year, new president was elected and new government was formed. And the new government intends to pay serious attention to the tourism sector. a decision has already been made to create a state tourism development fund with a budget of 1 billion soms. It's around $12 million, United States dollars. And this is the maximum budget allocated for the tourism sector in the entire history of independent Kyrgyzstan. This is the first time when we have such kind of budget for developed tourism sector. And the Tourism Development Fund, it sets itself ambitious plans for the development of country tourism. There are plans in the field: infrastructure, inventory of tourist sites and destinations, security, marketing, etc. And I want to conclude my presentation with potential of tourism. The World Tourism and Travel Council predicts an unprecedented influx of tourists to Kyrgyzstan. This organization says that boom will occur over the next 10 years with an 8% annual growth in tourists. So, considering all of the above, I'd like to state that our country is ready for new serious and ambitious steps in terms of tourism development. As for Turkey and Malaysia, these countries are among the most desirable countries from where Kyrgyzstan would like to receive tourists. And also our country is open to investment in the tourism sector. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and attention.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Eldar Shevdenov. Very good
My pleasure.
presentations. And I'm very excited, to visit Kyrgyzstan. With
Welcome.
we hope border or the COVID-19 will spread. So we will looking forward to visit Kyrgyzstan one day, right? Okay. Yes, thank you very much. All right. For the next is from the halal sector, and I would like to invite Mr. Ermek Kedrialif. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Jamal.
Are you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jamal.
All right.
Good day, dear colleagues. Thank you for the opportunity to speak at the online conference.
Yes, thank you very much.
Our presentation, State Institution Center for the Development of Halal Industry under the Ministry of Economy and Commerce of the Kyrgyz Republic. Our topic, development of halal industry in the Kyrgyz Republic. Next, please. Creation of the center. The state institution of the Center for the Development of the Halal Industry under the Ministry of Economy and Commerce of the Kyrgyz Republic is the official structure of the Kyrgyz Republic that implements state policy in the development of the halal industry in the Kyrgyz Republic, approved by the decree of the government of the Kyrgyz Republic of April 1, 2021. Next, please. Goal, development of the halal industry in the Kyrgyz Republic in terms of creating conditions for the production and export of competitive agriculture products and product of the processing industry in the domestic and foreign markets in accordance with the international standards and requirements for halal products. Tasks, creating conditions for the production, transportation, processing, storage, and export of competitive domestic halal products and service is first one. And second, improving the business environment and implementing investment projects in the halal industry. And last one, providing the population with the high quality traceable products in accordance with the halal standard. Next, please. Structure of work in the field of halal industry. In the first, further vector development, it means legislative framework, organize the halal market, meet halal park in the Kyrgyz Republic, according to the international standards, creation halal industry, development infrastructure. It means tourism, perfume, medicine, implementation of halal standards in other industries, and conducting educational work. Here is a specific measures and mechanisms development of halal industry in the Kyrgyz Republic. What here is including development of the draft law of the Kyrgyz Republic on halal industry, accreditation of certification in the field of halal industry, systems of certification and labeling of products and services on compliance with halal standards, protection and safety of handled goods, conclusion of international treaties, it means agreements, development of the project Meet Halal Park, creation and implementation of unfit standard halal, reprofiling of tourist activities, including hotels, spa, health and health complexes under the halal standard, improving the qualification of halal industry participants. Next, please. This slide about QR code, program of quality and traceability confirmation of halal products is step 1 based on the test results obtained in certificate of conformity for the product. Step 2, label your products with a identification tag. Step 3, scan the QR code and activate the identification tags in the automatic control system. And last one, authenticate and tracks products anytime and anywhere. Next, please. In this slide about Halal Park interaction system, in first one is pasture, zoning and identification. After that, farms, it means cooperatives, associations, and vaccination. After farms, modern slaughterhouse meeting. After that, it's logistic. After logistic, it's a municipal market. And last one, supply to end concerns under the state procurement system in kindergartens and etc. Next, please. We must improve the halal sphere in the following direction: in airport, hotel, medicine, tourist attraction. Next, please. Organization of training events with attracting international experts. Next. And expected results. It means for state, for business environment and citizens. First one, in increased export potential, increased inflow of directed investments, creation of new jobs, increase in tax revenues, and halal hub. For business environment, access to international markets, expansion of the range of offered goods and services, and last one, sales of products. For citizens is providing quality traceable products, food safety, ability to identify halal products, and improving the quality of life of citizens. This one is our address in Kyrgyz Republic. Thank you for your attention. And we have also one presentation more and one video. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ermek, for your presentation. I would like to ask you one question.
Yes,
Uh, do, do
please.
you do you universities offer any courses that related halal industry?
Üniversitede kurs var bu halal endüstriyası boyunca.
Muftiyat'ta var mı?
Yok da nasıl bilsiniz?
Unfortunately, we don't have.
Okay,
But we
so
started
meaning
early.
that
But we prepare starting in maybe next year development in this industry.
all right. Thank you. Maybe we can assist you. To open the course for the related with halal industry in Kyrgyzstan.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ermek. And then next is Mr. Nur Zulznigit. Is it? So we would like welcome Mr. Nur Znigit for presentation.
Next, please. Next. Assalamu alaikum, dear participants of our conference. I greet you from the mountains, Georgia's beautiful Kyrgyzstan. Thank you for the opportunity to express my opinion about our honey. As you know, Kyrgyzstan, a mountains country. There grow very rare and useful herbs. And our beekeepers produce very high quality honey. And our potential in beekeeping is very high, and we can produce different products from honey and propolis. Kyrgyzstan complies with international standardization, and first of all, our main tasks is it a partnership. And we are ready to cooperate with any countries, and we will continue to work on opening up opportunities for cooperation with Muslim countries. And this project will be the most ambitious and important for all who especially needed high quality honey. Next, please. Next. Now, our main goal is to develop the halal industry, and in the future, I hope we will cooperate together. And I wish all participants well-being and health and good luck. Thank you for your attention.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Nur Znigit, for the great explanation. So without delay, no question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Видео на веб-пост надо.
All right, thank you very much. Then for the next company, Mr. Nur Znigit.
Yes.
You still have a presentation?
Yes. No, we'll finish. Thank you.
Finish. All right. Thank you very much. For the next presenter is from Mr. Yuran, Mr. Yuran Shikirbev from agriculture sector. Are you hear me? Can you speak?
Hello. Yeah.
All right.
Did you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So,
Please,
let,
around 10 to 15 minutes, we give you the opportunity.
okay. Okay. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to present about agriculture in Kyrgyz Republic. So let me introduce the opportunities in that sector right now. Can you move? Who is going to move? So if you see on the map here, you can see that Kyrgyz Republic right in the heart of Asia and Europe, and we close to China and to Russia, India. So just in the heart, and yeah, we are member in WTO, Eurasian Union, and Commonwealth of Independent Countries. Yeah. Please move. So Kyrgyz Republic have right now has the agenda in agriculture, and it's linked to the global goals. The agriculture need more investment, and we need to double our agriculture income. And Kyrgyz Republic just now focusing on climate smart agriculture and food safety. For the last 2 years, food safety is more important for Kyrgyz Republic. Please give me next. As you see here on the table, in Kyrgyz Republic, right now, about 60% of populations live in rural area. 14% is active population, and previously in Soviet period in Kyrgyzstan was just 500 state farms which worked in the agriculture sector. Big farms, but right now all that farms, state farms, was divided, and we in agriculture right now about more than 400,000 farmers exist and work in the agriculture sector. Around 13% of GDP is in agriculture, output right now. Let's move to the next. And as I said to you here, priorities. First, organic production, intensive gardening, digitalization, and we are now focusing on 9 agricultural clusters because 400,000 it's so much, and in terms of export, using export opportunities in agriculture, or just to provide big retail companies, small farmers cannot have access to such kind of business. So we need to gather all the farmers in order to give them opportunity. So right now, the government focusing on agricultural clustering and processing. Please, next. Just move. On that table, you can see what kind of processing gross output existing in Kyrgyz Republic, and you can see here that much more of production focused on dairy products. We are good in milk production and in a dairy business. Also, fruit and vegetables is next one, much more important. We fruit and vegetable business more developed in southern part of Kyrgyzstan. But anyway, it's all over Kyrgyzstan, because Kyrgyzstan, is mountainous country. But anyway, we have a different altitudes, so we can on different time can produce fruits and vegetables. It's our, competitive advantage of Kyrgyz Republic. For example, potato, we can grow, in one region in one time. For example, in May, next region can produce it and harvest it in June. So up to the September, several regions can produce it on different time. It's our, good opportunity to the Kyrgyz Republic right now. And in Kyrgyz Republic, right now, very developed animal farming. Mostly it's dairy business and meat production. And we grow here cattle and small cattle, mostly sheep. And for the last years, fishing industry is very fastly developing, because we have around 77 rivers in Kyrgyz, around 200, but most important 77 rivers where we can produce fish, and fishery industry fastly growing in Kyrgyz Republic. Let's move. You can see here, the rate of growing such kind of business. Further, please. Please just move. You can see the gross output, some products, and I'm mostly going to focus on potato. Potato in Kyrgyz Republic right now is most important production, which has export opportunity. For example, Uzbekistan right now, they ordered about 500,000 per year just to buy our potato, because in terms of taste and the deliciousness, our potato is much more good than in Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan tried to build potato clusters in Uzbekistan, but they do not have such kind of advantage like Kyrgyzstan, because we in mountainous country, and in terms of organic opportunity and taste is much more better. So they finally decided it's better to buy from Kyrgyzstan potato. Please move next. You can hear here our food industry, and you can see here what kind of companies exist and where they work. So as you see here, meat and meat products, there's more than 300 processing companies work, and in milk and dairy products, 500, more than 500, fruit and vegetables, 300, and vegetable and animal oils, more than 700, and flour products, more than 4,000. But flour products, I can say that we cannot compete with Kazakhstan, and mostly we buy, the corn from Kazakhstan and process it in Kyrgyz Republic, and finally introduce to the customers. So around 4 small, not so big, smaller business working in that industry. Yeah, let's move further, please. On that map, you can see what kind of products in Kyrgyz Republic produce it. Almost all regions produce, milk and meat products, potatoes, you can see, and vegetable. It's in southern part, you can see it, western southern part, more focused on vegetable. As I said, the temperature level in southern part is more higher than in northern part, but inside, because different altitudes, we have opportunity to produce on different time. As I said to you, for example, potato can be produced on all over the regions, but the time of production is different, so they do not compete in times of of hours, and they sell it in different time. So it's very good opportunity inside Kyrgyz Republic and to sell it outside. The same is not only for the vegetables, but also for the meat and milk production also. Yeah, let's move. But we have one less opportunity. We do not have enough logistic centers. As you can see here, just we around to have 13 logistic centers, and they cannot, sell all agricultural products in Kyrgyz Republic and to the outside. And right now we have, we cannot sell more goods to neighboring countries or export to other countries because we do not have so much opportunity to build logistic centers, and we are now focusing on that in order to increase the number of logistic centers who can just gather and stock it, and not only stock but probably process it and to sell further. The government focusing on that, and it's good opportunity to the investors from Turkey and Malaysia focus on that field. Please next move on. As you can see here, export level, it's in Kyrgyz Republic around 300 million USD, but we have opportunity to sell around 1 billion. As I said to you, because it's small farmers, not like in Uzbekistan or in Kazakhstan, where more bigger farms exist. But as I said to you, Kyrgyz Republic right now cannot compete with big farmers in Uzbekistan and in Kazakhstan, but we have good opportunity because Kyrgyzstan more focused on organic products. We do not use fertilizers or chemical, other kind of stuff. So all of products, they have good taste, deliciousness, and plus it's more organic than in neighboring countries. Therefore, the export from Kyrgyzstan is increasing to neighboring countries, and you can see on the table. Please move on. You can see here on the table in terms of comparison of export and import in Kyrgyz Republic. This year, it's not finished yet. As you can see here, we import more goods than exported, and mainly, as I say to you, that we export flour, for example, vegetable oil, which could not be produced in Kyrgyz Republic because neighboring countries like Russia and Kazakhstan, they have more comparative advantage in producing it, and we buy it more and process it first. And other one, all of the agricultural products, just around 14% is processed in Kyrgyz Republic. It's less than in bigger countries, neighboring countries, and we have a good opportunity also invest in processing of our goods. And as I said, the government now focusing on clustering, and clustering in cluster system, much more bigger aggregators of clusters will be processing companies. We need to more investment in processing in order to increase the number of export and reduce the number of import of processed goods. You can see here, such kind of difference in that table. Thank you. Next one. And in terms of investment attractiveness, as you can see, 3% of what, just 3% what on processing exists. And yesterday, the president of Kyrgyz Republic just said that all, land tax will be almost zero. So you do not pay anything for the using land. And previously it was not so much amount, but right now from 2 days any farmer do not pay any taxes for the for the agricultural production. Yeah, let's move next. So what kind of cooperation can be exist in agriculture? First, I said that we now focusing on cluster business and on processing. So we invite investors all over the world to focus on processing industry, mostly on 9 main products which we can produce in Kyrgyz Republic. It's focusing on milk and dairy and meat, which hereditary Kyrgyz Republic can produce in a much better way. And also fish, as I said, Kyrgyz Republic second country after Tajikistan in terms of water volume in Asia. So we should use that water resources, appropriately, and probably one of the products will be fish. So we invite you to join, to produce much more goods on that products. And as I said, right now we more exporting not only to Kazakhstan and Russia, which are traditional our partners in agriculture, but more products, especially halal products, halal milk and meat and all other products. Right now, such Arabic countries like Kuwait and Dubai and other countries, Saudi Arabia now more buying our goods like lamb and mutton from Kyrgyzstan, and the number is not so big, but it's increasing. Also, China also right now more buying, and we're focusing on China in order to increase the number of products which will be introduced in China. Thank you very much for my presentation, for hearing my presentation.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Uran Shkirbayev, for the presentation. And thank you very much. For the next is we have the slide presentation from the All right. Thank you very much for the video, and we would like to welcome Miss Alia Abaskanova from Agro Industrial Complex Development Association. Uh, are you ready, Miss Alia? Are you hear
Hello,
me?
Mr. Jamal. Yes, I can hear you. I'm ready. I can start.
All right, very good. So we would like you to present your slide presentation 10 to 15 minutes, and if we have a question and Q&A, and we will ask you after that. Thank you very much.
Okay, understood. So today I'm gonna present on Association of Agricultural Development. My name is Alia Baskanova. I am a lawyer of this association. Next slide, please. Let me tell you about our association. So first of all, it was founded pretty recently. It was founded on August 28, 2019 in the capital city of Kyrgyzstan, Bishkek. And the association was founded by the leading enterprises in agriculture. These are the biggest companies in agriculture. They are pretty well known in our country. So within a short period of time, meetings were held with representatives of government agencies, members of parliament, other business associations, and international development organizations. The information about our association has expanded pretty fast. And now our association is a very known association among others, and it has a pretty big influence in terms of forming the politics in our country. So we work a lot in terms of preparing normative legal acts, and the recent big normative legal act was a concept. It was a program on the development of agro-industrial sector of Kyrgyzstan. Next slide, please. So today, the association unites more than 50 major manufacturers throughout the country. The presentation is pretty old. The information is not up to date. So it's already 50 companies in our association, and it includes such key sectors of the economy as trade, financial services, agriculture, forestry, and many other industries and sectors. So the association is one of the largest associations of employers, creating more than 12,000 jobs in the Republic. And in 2019, it was almost 1 million soms paid to the state budget. In 2020, it was already more than 1 billion. So it was almost 1.5 billion of soms paid to the state budget. So accordingly, our association unites major taxpayers of the country. Next slide, please. Founders and members. So our association was founded, as I have mentioned before, that it was founded by the leading enterprises of our country. It's Atalık Group, Ecoproduct Asia, Kyrgyz Central Product, Qayindiqand company named Riha, Belaya Reka, and Toyboz. Next slide, please. Other than that companies, we also include such big companies as Shoro, Akku, Oasis Agro, Sonun, ATS Group, Eurasia Group, and many others. Next slide, please. Also, next slide. Yeah, and So our vision, no, vision. Thank you. So our vision is enriching our country by enriching our farmers. So a rich farmer is a rich country. As many might know that Kyrgyzstan is an agrarian country, so the development of agriculture should be a priority number one. So we are taking certain steps by focusing on the development of domestic producers and improving the welfare of farmers and agribusinessmen. And we are also working on the development of regions of the Kyrgyz Republic. So our association goes towards achieving stability and prosperity, not only in the agriculture, but by developing agriculture, we also helping to develop our country as a whole, since our country is an agrarian one. Next slide, please. Our missions include mainly increasing export potential of our companies of Kyrgyz agricultural products, and also close cooperation of state authorities with the business community. We also work on improvement of the legislation of the Kyrgyz Republic that regulates the agricultural sector, and we support and promote agriculture and the development of agriculture in Kyrgyzstan. Next slide, please. Our objectives include improving the welfare of farmers and supporting of regional development, export capacity improvement, capacity building of association members, and assistance in the development of the Kyrgyz Republic legislation. Next slide, please. So our tasks include development of the relationship between farmers and between among farmers and government representatives. We also work on organization of the coordination councils, and we have among our recent results, we have opened a market, our own market in the Russian Federation. This was in the result of our work in terms of exporting sales of our companies. So this market's name is Salam. And the first market was opened in the Russian Federation, but we are planning on expanding the market scheme among other countries in the Central Asia. Currently, we are working on expanding the sales outputs in China. And we also might consider expanding the sale outputs in such countries as Malaysia and Turkey, if any companies are interested in cooperating with our companies and selling genuine products, eco-friendly products, and maybe halal also. Our tasks also include increasing the capacity of farmers and comprehensive development program in the agricultural sector. Also, organization of exhibitions and maybe conferences, table rounds and roundtables, and many others. Next slide, please. We give many numerous services, and main services is finding new partners, finding suppliers for farmers, and also planning business trips, elaborating and implementing of the strategy of agro-industry in Kyrgyzstan. We also took legislative initiatives and reforms, and also we organize consultations, seminars, and training for farmers in order to increase their competency in fields. Next slide, please. So as I have mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, our association is very known among other business associations in our country, and we cooperate a lot with these business associations and also with the state authorities of the Kyrgyz Republic. In terms of whom we associate with is Committee for Industry and Entrepreneurship Development under the President of the Kyrgyz Republic. We also have the Anti-Corruption Business Council under the President of the Kyrgyz Republic, Business Development and Investment Council under the Government of Kyrgyz Republic, Business Kengesh under the it's also under the government of the Kyrgyz Republic. We also work with the ministries of our country. Our main control agents are Ministry of Agriculture and of the Kyrgyz Republic and Ministry of Economy. We also work a lot with other business associations in terms of cooperation and implementation of legislative acts. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, I will just continue with the presentation. In the end of my presentation, I would like to mention our recent results of work of the association. So we have created a center, a special center for training farmers. And this center will give certain training sessions, seminars, and maybe consultations to the farmers in order to increase their skills in agriculture. We also have opened representative office in the southern part of our country, and currently we are working on promoting and implementing different normative legal acts that somehow regulate the agricultural sector in order to improve the work of our farmers and their welfare. I guess that is the end of the presentation on our association. If you have questions, we are pleased to answer them.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Alia Abbaskanova, for the great presentation. And if we have any question, then we will contact you by email.
Okay, that suits us.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much. And we will contact you again. So, and I think we complete the 6 company from the from the Kyrgyzstan. And thank you very much for all presenter. And for without delay, we would like to welcome Datuk Khairul for the closing.
So boleh. Okay, thank you, Mr. Jamal, our Master of Ceremony, and Assalamualaikum and very good day to all. Alhamdulillah, we finally reached the end of the session of the Global Business Network Conference 2021. And before I conclude this 2-day session, I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks to all the participated speakers from all the 3 countries, which are Malaysia, Turkey, and Kyrgyzstan. And my heartiest thanks to His Excellency Azimbek Beknazarov, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Kyrgyz Republic to Malaysia, Mr. Mustafa Aydemir, the Deputy President of the Turkish Independent Businessmen and Industrialists Association, Muziat Malaysia, and our Yang Bahagia Datuk Sri Muhammad Hanafi Hussein, the Chairman of the Malaysia Islamic Chamber of Commerce, Putrajaya. With all the effort and support from all of you, we are able to host the conference successfully. And allow me to re-highlight again the purpose of this conference. This global business conference is to establish network between all of the representatives of the companies and also the government officials, with hope that the business network will be transformed into business connection. And once we can establish the success networking, definitely it will lead us to the business connection. With the new connection, again, we can lead us to the new business, can also bring new referrals, can open the doors for us by giving advantages that we might not have access to. For instance, we may need to access custom departments at one of these countries where we might get access from our connection here. And our new business connection may also advise us on best practices, especially when it comes to matters that are related to their country. With the new connection as well, we may get surprised that they might become our strategic partners, investors, and acquisition or even mergers candidates. And they can also introduce us to the new vendors, key advisors, and business specialists to help our company or business grow. And the most important thing, the new business connection can lead us to lasting friendship and business alliances. Inshallah, this program will not end here, as we will make it as a series program, and we believe that it will bring many benefits to many parties, particularly among the entrepreneurs. And inshallah, we will also make Malaysia as a focal point to connect the business connection throughout the world. And on this note, I wish to inform all of you that the Secretariat of the conference will share all the details of the representative from the companies and also government agencies with you, so that all of us can touch base with each other and establish our new business connections. And on my personal behalf, once again, thank you very much to each and every one of you for making the success of this conference. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, Welcome to Nutraceutical Biotech Sendirian Berhad. We are your trusted OEM manufacturer located in Bandar Technology Kajau, Selangor, Malaysia. We are producing variety selection of product from powder beverage like coffee and yogurt, food supplement for energy booster and brain improvement, personal care, perfume and ready to drink.
With more than 7 years experience in the industry, we have been producing more than 3,500 SKUs of product, and build up more than 200 founders. We are not only focusing on product but we do help all the founder based on Founder Foundation program or known as FFP, which specially develop a new founder to understand, plan, strategies and execute on marketing, sales, operation and growth up to 5 years. We are really serious on getting high quality product, with functional ingredient, used in each unit of product. All the product is produced based on client demand focusing on the function, and their budget. The research and development would study and prepare the sample, based on research paper, related to the product. Our facilities is certified with MESCI, Good Manufacturing Practice, GMP, and Halal. We also help made in Malaysia product to market and overseas market. Up till now we have exporting the product to several countries, Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Philippines, China and also Japan. We really hope that we could be the key partner to all the product owner to fly high in international market.